Good morning, Covenant family, friends, and community. You're tuned in to CNN, the Covenant News Network. We keep you CBUCC connected to the latest church and community news. Today is third Sunday, April 16th, 2023. Our CBUCC ministry announcements for this week are as follows. All of Covenant is invited on Saturday, April 22nd, to a roundtable discussion on the continuing injustices in Israel, Palestine, and America. This event kicks off the weekend of activities celebrating our pastor's third anniversary. Join him as he hosts this conversation with invited panelists in the sanctuary from 10 a.m. to noon. This would be before the cookout. To learn more, check out our pastor's update video message sent to your email and stay connected on Facebook. At this time, we will view a 3-minute video as a frame of reference for Saturday's conversation. This is a video from 5 years ago at the World Communion of Reformed Churches meeting in Germany, which the United Church of Christ is a member. Let's listen in.
Just peace means, first of all, in the freedom for the oppressed. It means justice for those exploited. And it means changing the dynamics so that the empire does not live on the cost of those others, but there will be a system of just sharing of resources so that all can have life and can have it abundantly. And not only the 1% will have life in abundance, and 50% of the world population will live on 1% of the world wealth. I think if you look at the majority of churches represented here, they live also in context of exploitation, a kind of occupation by different empires. If it's economic systems, or if it's in Africa, China, or if it is in some of the island with US base, military bases, etc. We all experience actually what occupation, what empire is really doing to our context. And so we have to be in solidarity together, because only this way we can actually challenge empire. We cannot challenge the empire if each one will do his or her own thing. That's, I think, the importance of this meeting. First of all, the context of the Bible is the context of occupation, because that's the context of Palestine. It started with the Assyrians, we had then the Babylonians, we had the Persians, we had the Greek, we have the Romans. This is the occupation that Jesus experienced. But then we continued with the Byzantines, the Arabs, the Crusaders, the Ottomans, the British, and now the Israeli occupation. That's the context in which most of the Bible, actually all of the Bible, was written. It's that context. Again, we need to understand, to connect the dots, because often everyone is just looking at their own context. Korean looking at North-South Korea, but that's only one context, By the way, if you look when North and South Korea were disconnected, separated, at the same time that Palestine was occupied, So it's if you look at South Africa, the same year South Africa was created. If you look at India and Pakistan, same year. So all of this is part of the imperial heritage that we are still suffering under, and we need really to understand that we have this imperial package that we have to challenge with a new vision.
On Saturday, April 22nd, following the roundtable discussion, there will be a congregation and community fellowship on the church parking lot between 3 p.m. That's rain or shine, so that we get to know our neighbors and guests in an informal cookout setting with games and activities for all. There is no charge. Bring your favorite board or lawn game, and volunteers are needed. So help set up between 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., as well as clean up from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. day of. You may contact Pamela Williams at events@covenantdc.org. Join us the next day for a special worship service at 10 a.m. That's Sunday, April 23rd, with guest preacher Reverend Dr. James Thomas, Pastor Emeritus of Jefferson Street Baptist Church in Nashville, Tennessee. As we culminate a weekend of celebration as pastoring people, the theme for Pastor's Anniversary Worship Service is People and Pastor Together, moving at the pace of grace. Join us, and if you would like to personally express your love and appreciation for our pastor, please do so using wyoung@covenantdc.org to communicate in writing, or Cash App WTYoung78. Many thanks to the Covenant Full Potential Development Center, known as CFPDC, the Congregation of Covenant Baptist United Church of Christ, and our Ward 8 community for a successful turnout of children in our worship service and Easter egg hunt. Deep appreciation is extended to the CFPDC Food Bank and Garden Team, Children and Youth Steering Committee, Trustee and Security Ministries here at CBUCC. We look forward to having our children in the community and congregation return at Saturday's Pastor Anniversary Cookout to learn about gardening and join us on Fifth Sunday as our children and youth of Covenant lead in worship. That's right, our children and our youth of Covenant are stepping into leadership and ministry as they support Fifth Sunday's worship service, which is an emphasis on them, as well as National Crime Victims' Rights Week, led by Deacon Ann Wilson. You will hear from them and other guests throughout the week of April 23rd through the 29th on Facebook. That's our church Facebook page, and leading up to this service. So please connect with us on Facebook, because our young people will talk with CFPDC, sharing their perspective of needed safety in our community and schools. This is just the start of what we will see as our children and youth begin leading in worship every fifth Sunday. As things reopen, and the COVID health emergency will be declared ended on May 11th, please keep these things in mind. In more marginalized communities, individuals will continue to deal with the long-term effects of this terrible virus. Here at CBUCC, our goal is to continue to practice protocols that will be the safest for all. Mask wearing, hand washing, and remaining home when you are sick are the most important things we can all do until we know that COVID-19 is no longer a danger in our community. Covenant members and attendees, please help the Stewardship Committee learn about your current well-being and status by completing the CBUCC Post-Pandemic Wellness Survey. The survey can be accessed online via the QR code or link shown on the screen. Additionally, paper copies and a submission box are on the community table here at the church, and a Stewardship Committee member will be available in the narthex after worship service today and for the remainder of April, so that you can receive the help you may need in completing the survey. If any additional assistance is needed, you may contact Deacon Nancy Child Schaefer. All surveys must be submitted by 5 p.m. on April 30th. Subscribe, stay CBUCC connected to us on our YouTube channel, Facebook, and Covenant Connections newsletter. Thank you for listening to CNN. Until next week, continue to stay safe and be well.